Safety action.
We had an unfortunate death of a female tow truck driver on Roe Highway in December 2013, and then we had another incident happen in February 2016. Fortunately, that person didn't die but was seriously injured, and then that raised concerns around the need to do something to improve the safety of workers who otherwise aren't protected by other means. And we all know that, you know, driving at speed is daunting at the best of times, but when you're working in a vulnerable situation on the side of the road, it's the safety risks are significantly increased at high speed. So 40 kilometres an hour is based on the survivability rate. So we engaged a behavioural scientist to do some research, Dr. Paul Roberts from ARB, and he did a study on the different speed limits for slow-mo. What we were aiming to achieve is what is the maximum speed that will ensure survivability at the point of pedestrian and vehicle impact, and that speed is 40 kilometres an hour. So those vehicles that are included are your emergency and breakdown vehicle operators. That includes police, St John Ambulance, fire and emergency services, breakdown vehicles such as the tow trucking companies and the RAC. The reason for those vehicles included in the policy and the legislation is that they are your first responders. Whenever there's a breakdown or an emergency situation, they're your first responders. They are responding to emergency situations, and therefore they don't have the luxury of planning ahead. So they're very reactionary. It's very unlike main roads, for example, who have planned and scheduled maintenance programs where they have their own safety precautions and speed management infrastructure set up to increase their safety. These workers don't have that, and so this law is to protect those workers. We recognise that that it takes time to reduce from the posted speed limit down to the 40 kilometres an hour. We don't expect drivers to be doing a rapid or sudden drop to 40 kilometres an hour. When you see an incident ahead that you think may be a slow-mo incident, take precaution, gradually and safely reduce your speed to 40 kilometres an hour or less. So this law does apply to all lanes travelling in the same direction. If the incident ahead is in the lane that you are travelling, not only do we require you to slow down to 40 kilometres or less safely, but if it is safe to do so and there are available lanes, to move over to the next lane.